I'm Mike East, the owner of Digital Leveling Systems, and I'm going to take about 2 minutes to show you how quick and easy it is to use our electronic water level. Whether you're a home inspector, general contractor, or the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the level is used across the board in many different areas to level, pipe, and to simply level things. It works, it will do the same thing as a laser or a transit. It's just a lot quicker and easier to set up. It's a lot easier to read once you get it set up, and it's a lot easier to go back and double check your readings. Plus, if you're dealing with the public, and most of the home inspectors, well, everybody deals with the public, whether you're a general contractor, home inspector, or whatever, you've got a black and white reading. It's super easy to see what you've got, and it's really easy to explain to the homeowner what you've got. Now, this is our starting point here. The reel is our starting point. This is showing you simply we're 4/10 of an inch higher than where we started. This is running uphill. We can dig this down into the gravel just a little bit to get a zero starting point, which I just did. It's that simple and easy. We've got a zero adjustment on top if you want to zero it out. But the 4/10 of an inch height differential from where we set this to this shows you we're already going uphill. Now, with a laser, you set a tripod up, you put the rotating unit on top of it. You've got a story pole for your readings. It took us about 4 minutes to get a laser set up, and our initial reading yesterday, you can see in seconds we've got this set up. Now what we'll do is take this and walk up the hill. Don't need that yet. We're measuring the grade now. It's very easy to determine grade with the level. We started out with a starting point of 0. Whatever the reading is now is how much higher or lower we are compared to where we started. As you can see, we're showing a little over 5.7, that's 5 3/4 of an inch higher than where we started. The level reads in inches and tenths of an inch, makes the addition and subtraction much easier than if you're figuring 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 32nd of an inch. That gets complicated. Now, if we're figuring this with a laser or transit, we'll actually use a story pole. And you can see we shot a video yesterday, same area. We started out with a story pole. Our initial reading was 5 1/4 inch. Now, if you do these readings all the time with story poles, you can figure this in your head almost instantly. If you do this once or twice a year, it takes a while to do the math. And if you've never done it before, it's going to take you a while to figure out how to set the laser up, how to get everything level, and how to read the story pole. If you're doing a home project, you've got enough to figure to start with without trying to figure out complicated pieces of equipment. If we started out here, we started out with 0 with the level. That's as simple as you get. When you start out with this, we started out yesterday with a reading of 5 1/4 inch. And with a story pole, this is the same with a laser or a transit. As you go up the hill, the reading comes down on your story pole. A 5-inch difference would be 4'7" 1/4 inches. Now, some of you can figure that out pretty quick in your head. Others are scratching your head right now trying to figure out what's going on. And even if you do this every day, I did this with a general contractor last week comparing the level to a transit, and he was off 2 inches because his math was off. This man's done this for 25 years, and you still has, if you're not on your game and you got other things going on, this is much more complicated than a black and white reading that shows you exactly what you got. So basically what we've got here is a very accurate, rugged, durable piece of equipment. Takes the place or supplements a laser or transit on the job site. It's easy to read. It's easy to show a layperson what you've got. It's very accurate. It works around corners. If you're starting a home project and you're trying to figure out how to get everything started and going, rather than using complicated pieces of equipment that's confusing and may throw you off, you've got very simple black and white reading.